what's up, Jay?
The full story from the week. Let's do it. Oh, my God.
We're not talking about that.
Come sit right over here.
Where do you want me?
Sit right here. Yeah, sit right here. It's fine. Yeah, put that mic just right here. I will.
I got about 10 minutes and my wife thinks doing that.
I understand. And when your wife says it's time for a nap, it's time for you to go take her to a nap. How we doing, man?
Man, how are you?
So
Where are we at? I don't see us here.
Yeah, right here. It's 30 seconds. Little delay with YouTube. I got to think it's been at least 2 years since you kind of became involved with yaamava.
Yeah.
Because I remember 2 years ago we were.
Yes, we were out here doing. It was us, Ed Reed, and Reggie Wayne.
Right.
But I started doing stuff before that. First of all, I tell everybody, like yaamava, like you come out here, it's unreal.
Yeah,
and I know it's the number one casino outside of Vegas, and you see why here. Then when I brought Bill Richards, our executive producer, Fox, he's like what's going on?
Yeah.
And we sent all these people out here, and the Pine Steakhouse we love.
Yeah.
We got our friend Christy who feeds the Rams. She's coming tonight after a game and stuff. We bring all these people out, and it's incredible.
Yeah. I know, me too.
And also now that obviously they bought the
Palms to Vegas.
the Waldorf. So the Palms, they brought us out to speaking of the digital for F1, and then the Waldorf, my wife and I, they set us up for New Year's Eve.
Waldorf in Vegas.
No, what about the Waldorf in
LA?
Laguna?
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my God, really nice. Nice property.
These guys are great. They take such good care. They do so much for charity.
Yeah.
I love this place.
Yeah, so real quick, I want to talk about something with Jay, because he's been so vocal about his journey and your journey. So a year ago, I was in a coma on Super Sunday. I had heart failure caused by alcohol. The reason I was drinking so much was not because I like to drink. I like to drink. I like to smoke cigars. Because I had such horrific anxiety that I drank to a point that I had heart failure. I'm 13 months sober. I'm on Lexapro. My wife has never been happier. My girlfriend Stephanie right here is amazing. She stayed with me for 2 weeks in the hospital. In a coma for 3 days. But you talk about your journey so much, and somebody in your position with your fame and well-known so much in our world, especially in sports, because guys don't want to talk about their issues. You know, and I love to talk on the radio to our audience, and I get so many people thanking me for talking on my journey. And again, I'm this big compared to somebody like you, but the fact that you're out there talking about this is incredible. So thank you.
Well, first of all, man, I got to use my pain to help others with theirs. And I always felt I was cursed. And I have clinical anxiety, depression, ADHD, bipolar, something called OCD anxiety, insomnia. So the other moral of the story is my parents did a lot of drugs, obviously, when they conceived me.
Right.
But I always felt I was cursed. And now when I have people like you and you say that, now I really feel like God blessed me with all these. I don't know for you, dude. The fact that you went through that journey, you came to the other side of the tunnel, man. My whole brand is unbreakable. It's unbreakable, right?
Yeah.
That's what unbreakable is.
Yeah.
That didn't break you. You came through the other side of that tunnel. So forever, that's your equity. Our scars are equity.
Absolutely.
And I hope that you hold yourself up. You really drive out.
It does, it should.
Man,
And by the way, this guy right here, so he's, when I got...
long I've known him?
Oh, we tell the stories. He walked with downtown LA, because we used to be in afternoons. We'd get off the air, and he'd walk 3-4 miles with me with my recovery.
Find out your crew is.
No.
That's the other thing, too.
Him and Sedano were in the hospital with me. They're family, bro.
You find out something that was, that's, by the way, when with my struggles, I lean into my teammates. I lean into my crew, and I'm like, I need my team. I talk about my team all the time, and it's almost like I have to teach my teammates how I need help, like how to check up on me. And people kind of get frustrated if people don't check on me. They don't know how. You got to kind of teach people. And now that we're starting to talk about it openly, people want to know. People want to be there for you. They're not sure how, but I think they're learning how. The more you talk about, the more I talk, the more you talk about, it teaches us how to do that. And I think together, we got to build one big badass team together.
Well, let me ask you something, though. 30 years ago, though, when we're kids, and we didn't know what ADHD meant,
Kids,
and we didn't know anxiety.
Yeah, man, I was 26.
But when we were really young, did you know then?
No, you want to hear what's crazy?
Yeah.
I was one of the first adults diagnosed with adult ADD in the East Coast of America ever.
Really?
1989. I got diagnosed at Princeton Education and Learning Center. And they put me on a riddle. And And first of all, you have depression, and they put you on stimulants. It's just my story. It's not good for you. The highs are good. Those lows for me were real violent. Really, really, really bad and horrific. And now I'm on something called Kelbury, which is incredible for me, a game changer. It's a non-stimulant. I take it at night. But back then, I used to have to go tell teachers, hey, I've got to leave class to take this pill. And I thought I was doing like Ferris Bueller. You know what? When I describe now, like say ADHD, what I do now also is my whole, when I go out and talk to people, I talk about turning mental health into mental wealth. What that is for me is finding out where, because I talk about it now, because I'm not ashamed about it anymore, because my wife supported me, I've done a deep dive. Where have they all helped me? Where's anxiety help me? Where's depression help me? Where's ADHD become my superpower? Bipolar, that one I'm still trying to figure out. Well, like for ADHD, I tell people, if I'm sitting in something I'm not interested in, it's like I'm drowning. And the only way for me to get a breath of fresh air is to fidget, disrupt the class, have an outburst, talk. I got punished every week, Ron. I don't want to get punished.
Right.
No, I'm not capable.
Right.
And I go and tell these teams down, and even teachers, I'm like, listen, y'all told me I had a learning disability growing up. I never learned a disability. I just didn't learn the way you taught. Right? I coach now, MMA. I gotta coach differently with everybody. It all comes from inside out, you know? And so that's been pretty cool that I've been able to, something that I was so ashamed about. Dude, my best friend, you know, is Michael Strahan. I tell this dude till 4 years ago. 4 years ago, the first time I ever told him I had a really bad, like the beast got out of the box one night. I said, I can't go out tonight, man. I said, what's up? I said, man, a beast got out of the box. I'm not in a good place, man. I am dangerous. And I'm like,
the National Football League
wouldn't be cool for me to go out tonight. And he said, hey, man, you're in it for over. I wasn't expecting that. Because we're not vulnerable. We're dudes. We're how we're raised. You don't show it, right? And by the way, when I teach people in MMA, you don't show it. I teach our football players, our fighters. You don't show it. You don't show it. Well, that's the cause of a lot of it. You don't have to show it in a cage or a football field, but outside you do. And then Strahan said, I didn't want to come over and said, you want to talk about it? So I wasn't expecting that from you. And he said, why have you never told me? I said, dude, like, we're brothers. We fight over everything. We're like the guys from Step Brothers, and we ain't vulnerable. So I was ashamed, and he said something that changed my life.
Which was?
Now, you're not telling me you took away my chance to be your best friend for 30 years.
Wow.
All this time I thought it was being quoted.
Yeah,
And he's like, no, you didn't allow me to be your best friend for 30 years.
Amen, brother.
Right? So it's been really, life has changed, man. And I'm 56 now, and this now allowed me to get married here. We're in the past. I didn't feel worthy of being loved, so I sabotaged every relationship.
I love following you and Rosie. I feel like I'm getting a chance to kind of watch this whole thing play out. And it's just, mental health is just a hard thing to deal with, man, especially when people like Chris is saying don't want to talk about it. By the way, Bad Bunny, this is amazing. We're seeing this at the field level.
Is he on?
Yeah, he's on the field.
He is.
Yeah. And already he's giving you like a lot of like Puerto Rico, which I love. This is kind of interesting, right? Like, we're seeing it the way they want it directed.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
I hate politics.
That's cool.
I hate politics.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in sports class a week.
Right. We're supposed to be the escape.
Yeah.
I was on last week. I was on with a friend of ours. Remember Sid Rosenberg?
Sure.
I was on with Sid last week on his radio show, 20 minutes. He's talking to me about Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom and the rebuild of the Palisades. I'm going, bro, listen.
He lives in New York.
I know, but he's an anti anything that's not Trump. Anyway, I go, dude, I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these names. You want to talk Lakers? I'm your guy.
I tackled Gavin Newsom the other night.
You did?
At a party?
Yeah.
And I know that. I'm friends with him. I hate politics. I hate all politics. Like, I don't care. I tackled him and I body locked him. And I looked over at the security guy. I was like, you want in? He's like, I'm good. Yeah. But I tell him too, I'm like, I hate like anybody. I'm down the middle. Man. I just want people. It's the United States. I want somebody who's going to unite us. That's it. But I could also put like my view of someone aside, just be someone's
Right, same. That's why I said, Sid, you and I should be an example of two people who don't always agree on a lot of stuff, but we still are brothers.
But I wish, like back in the day, you were allowed to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Right? And now we're not. It's there. Like, I think we are. I think there's more of us in the middle.
Yeah.
We're just not the ones. We just don't talk about it.
Whoa. Benito. Wow. How did that happen? Damn. Oh, wow.
Cool.
That's very
That was really cool.
Yeah, this is good. It's good choreography.
Oh,
Very
it's unbelievable direction.
By the way, for our Sedano and Cap morning,
People here.
for our Sedano and Cap morning show audience, the three of us, we always talk about on the air how the great Andrew Ashwood made Sedano,
Yep.
Cap, and myself, and I know he played a big part of your world too.
Absolutely, man. I made Fox Sports Radio, and it took me like that's when I worked at Sports Radio. I don't know if you guys get that.
90s, yeah.
Right, but we had to share a hotel room together in San Diego, Chico, right?
Right.
We're like six of us.
Yeah.
And like, then your approach said, "Well, we'll get you there. We'll give you $250 to the stores." So, and then I did Sports Radio. I think I'm thinking, I don't know, 200 a day or something like that. Maybe $90.
Yeah.
$90. I don't know what it's like. But like first, people don't realize first 11 years of my career, my average, most of what I made was $9,450 a year. So I relied on these $150 I was getting there for them, $250 per person.
Right.
I had $450 a year from European TV, you know, and it was a grind, man. So we got here, people don't see that. But also, we're like, there's no internet, there were no editorial insiders.
Right.
And this level, and then what you learn, they were told you couldn't do TV, radio, and newspaper.
Right.
You had to choose.
Right.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna. Who's that?
I don't know.
I just saw blonde. So she's good.
It's interesting. She's singing in English. So many people complain that he would not.
What was that?
Lady Gaga.
Oh, that is Lady Gaga. Jay had it right.
Oh my God! Last year we did something with her at Fox, and we filmed her at 3 o'clock in the morning. See that on Bourbon Street? To honor the
Yeah.
heroes who
Right.
stopped that terror act. And I think music was they're probably used to like 18-hour shoot days. Bill Rich and Shemasa Fox are like, we'll do this in 22 minutes. Maybe 25 minutes. She was like, really? That's it? Like, oh yeah, you're wrapped. That was it. It was amazing.
Go, Lindsay.
It's great here. It's fantastic too. It's great. See, I think she loved the Super Bowl so much because it was last year. She had to get in again.
And she was here in Super Bowl 50. I think she did the anthem.
Yeah.
No, but she was also a halftime act.
Yeah.
1 year that we had it too.
Yeah, she was halftime Super Bowl 51, I think.
What was that?
That was the Falcons Patriots one.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Wow, Lady Gaga.
Like, I don't know any Bad Bunny songs, but I like it. It's fun. It's joyous.
It is. It's very energetic.
I like it. People get married. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, if this was a party, I want to be at the party.
Totally. Go, Bad Bunny.
My wife go.
A lot of dialogue going on between you and Jim McMahon in the first half.
Yeah, I had a good time with Jim.
Yeah.
Because Jim actually hasn't watched a lot of football since. So
Right.
It's cool to it's cool to talk about. It's cool to hear Jim McMahon say, oh man, Sam Darnold should have let him there. I would have been a touchdown. It's like, these are those moments that you're like, thank you, my best friend, God Almighty in heaven. I get to,
Yeah.
do this. It's
All right, let me ask you this, so you ready?
real quick. I talked to Mike McDonald, start of his career. And he brought up yesterday, I think Kaylee Harper, and I said, hey, your first ever game. I tell all my coaches, first ever game. Find a little spot that you can just sit there and look up and thank God. Be like, thank you. My best friend got all that. I can't believe in every game, go over and have that same conversation. And we talked about it yesterday. He does it during the anthem. It's pretty cool. I kind of saw him before the anthem and his eyes closed. I got a little choked up with my wife. But she knows she was there for the conversation. It's pretty cool.
Of all the stuff you've had a chance to do now, though, as you've gone from where you talked about the early humble days to now the fame that you've got, gotten through Fox and everything, of all the cool shit you've gotten a chance to do professionally, what's the coolest? Because I know I have what I think would be your coolest.
Ballers are pretty freaking.
That's it for me. The fact that you're on a freaking dude, you're in a series, bro. I
know the number one comedy of all time.
Right,
HBO.
right. Like,
listen, Jag off self.
Right, listen, dude, having a Subway commercial, big fucking deal.
That was cool.
No, it is cool. Yeah. But being in a series as yourself, dude,
as a regular for
it's insane.
And you know how many actors hated on me for that? Why? Because they've been working all career for it. And all of a sudden they're like,
were they wanted somebody else to play you?
No, guys are like fringe, and I get it because they work so hard.
Yeah.
Like, they hate on you if all of a sudden you made it. Like, man, you're on. Hey, Jimmy Kimmel on Fox every Sunday. We didn't hate him with Frank Kelly. And they're like, good for you. Like that. But I would have to look, training all the guys I've trained. You can never think the little 5'7" Jewish guy from Jersey would end up training football players and mixed martial arts. AJ Barner, I trained him. The tight end in this game. And right before the game, we're talking. I show him in his head. He's one of my fighters. That I can't believe. Well, you brought up a feeling. The fact that I cannot use my voice.
Right.
And I have little kids have told me that they attempted suicide before hearing me or reading my book. And now they read my book and someone gets them, promise me they'll never do it again. And they don't. I kept in touch with some of these kids or grandmas telling me the first time in their lives somebody gave them the words to tell their husbands and kids and grandkids what they have and what it's like. That's cool.
That is freaking cool.
And you hear like guys, you see, like I'm getting choked up talking. I can't help it too. It's like, man,
it's who would have thought, man.
Yeah,
I know.
Like, I'm like, every time I talk about it, I get choked up. I can't believe it, man.
It is amazing, dude. I remember we were walking out one day, it was an afternoon. We were leaving the Miami Beach Convention Center. I think, I'm trying to remember who was playing in the Super Bowl that year. We were leaving Miami. You and me were walking down the street. And I remember you saying, hey, man, because we were both about 26. And you were like, we're coming up together. We got to take care of each other, And I've always remembered that,
And I hope I have to feel sorry if I haven't done this.
Oh, man.
My God. Seriously. Every time I see you, I hear about you, I'm proud of you, and I pump you up.
I feel the same, bro. I feel the same.
We all got to sit together, man. And then I'm so proud to hear your story, man.
Thank you, brother.
Really, consider me a brother.
Great to see you again.
All right, man.
All right.
Try yourself moving forward, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Am I allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
You're a bad motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
You're a bad motherfucker.
Thank you, bro.
Get that, all right?
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
My brother, go get that nap.
Yeah, get that nap.
No,
Jack.
me. I'm
Rosie.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Love you, man.
Take care, brother.
What you doing?
Well, that was really cool.
That was cool, man. That was cool.
Thank you to the great Jay Glazer for sitting over here with us. And yeah, man.
That was awesome. And he's right. You are a bad motherfucker.
Well, thank you. But Jay, Jay's a tough guy. And in his background, you don't think of guys like that, right? Struggling. And he has been very vocal with his struggle. And thank God for him being so vocal.